Do you have a license for that, mate? Hey?
Is that a cannon in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? Yeah, Mitch just stepped out.
Cannon, officer.
Is that enough?
He's had enough. Well, had the conversation. Got to run. See ya.
Brings a new connotation to canonized, doesn't it?
Yeah. Exactly. Let's check in here. We seem to be live.
We are live, yeah.
Mitch seems to be back. The chat is live, folks. It's live.
The Mitch is back.
Sunday Funnies. Mitch is trying to grind himself back in. There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Show started and my whole thing crashed. I had to reboot.
Oh.
Or reboot the browser.
Not good.
That's what we want. Get it on the table.
Some more Haunt of Fear, folks. Great stuff coming up. This is the Sunday Funnies for is this the last day in November 2025? Or is there a 31st? Probably not. Nope. This is the last day in November 2025. Here we go. Let's get the show on the road
Soon
here.
be Christmas.
Too soon. There we are. Now, if you were watching the opening as the comics were sliding by, you saw a copy of Fantasy Quarterly #1 slide by. The first ElfQuest had a fan on the ElfQuest boards and on Facebook post the fact that he still had 3 copies of that book that he had just rediscovered from his collection. And then afterwards in the comments, he says, well, I should have posted in the main posting that these copies aren't for sale. They're not for sale. So everybody wanted to know how much they were. Mitch, are you still there?
Yeah.
He's not there. Okay.
There you go.
Folks, I'm your host. Wait, go ahead. Go ahead, Mitch. Must be on a delay.
I'm laggy. Yeah.
All right. We'll keep that in mind as we go along. He's back. Here he's gone again. Folks, I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. My latest gig is I'm writing The Shadow Kingdom, or have adapted The Shadow Kingdom by Robert E. Howard. I don't have it handy right here. I usually do. But adapted that into comic form that Russ went through and did the artwork on, and now we're working on the Atlantean. Russ is working on issue 4 right now. The script is done. And looking forward to having that book out probably right after the first of the year. So you'll see the campaign for that over at fundmycomic.com. But for information, please sign up for our email list over at russleach.com for more information. Russ only sends out newsletters when we have something to say or when there's some sort of news that you need to know. So he doesn't bombard your email box every other day or every hour or whatever with spam. So russleach.com over there for more information on the Atlantean. Also joining me this morning, Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. I write books like this one, which details my visits to see Jack Kirby at his home. Twice I went there. I also draw cartoons and comics and things. This is my character Hatch. You can find him on Fun My Comic. And occasionally I publish magazines about comics. This is Comics Limited. There's 15 issues of this so far, and you can find them all on Amazon, so check it out.
All right. Also joining us, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name's Russ Leach, the aforementioned Russ Leach by Randy. I'm working on the Atlantean, as I showed just a bit earlier. You can go buy issue 3 online right now. Issue 4 will be on Fund My Comic in the new year. It's in production right now. So you want to find out all about that, just like Randy said, go to russleach.com, sign up for that email list. And as I said, I'll be sending out an email actually this week, probably tomorrow, just to let everybody know where they can get that copy if they didn't get a copy via the crowdfunder. So if you're interested in Cull, Brawl, the writings of Robert E. Howard, all that kind of good sword and sorcery stuff, you'll love the magazine. It's 50 plus pages strip. It's great fun. And we're sticking to the way that Robert E. Howard would have wanted it to be done. We hope that's what we're after. There's no canon changing. It's all fitted in there quite snugly. It's all new stuff. So if you like sword and sorcery, go check that out. You can go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list.
Excellent. Also with us, making a rare appearance, Mr. Mitch Rogers. Mitch, please introduce yourself.
Hi, as Randy said, I am Mitch Rogers. I'm a horror comic book writer and artist from South Carolina. My camera's really messing up, so I can't hold my books up, but I'm the creator of the Boger horror comic book series, which I'm currently revamping the first miniseries and releasing it online, and eventually do a crowdfunding campaign with extra material, character bios, sketchbook section, and the like. And you can also find the Flesh and Blood collection online as well. I just released another issue of last week. No, 2 weeks ago.
Cool. Here we are. Where did we leave off? I believe that we went through this one. Yep, we are on issue 25. Correct?
Yep, seemed like it.
This great cover by Ghastly Graham Ingalls. There we go. Again, we're looking at the Haunt of Fear EC comics from 1952. Haunt of Fear number 25, cover dated May, June 1954. Looks like 54. Yep.
Do you want to get the camera just a mic closer? Because it's pulsing a bit.
Might have to go through and change the density on it again, like I did last time. Is that better?
There you go. That's better.
Seems
It's not.
better.
It's not pulsing. So
Still
hopefully it will
seems
sharpen. Yeah, it will sharpen just a little bit. It is a bit fuzzy, but it should.
It's too fuzzy.
You're on auto, aren't you? So. There you go. Just it's pulsing now.
Had to settle.
Yeah. Let's turn the page. Let's see what happens.
All right, give me just another moment. Yep, that's as high as up as it goes. Let's try down one.
Oh, that looks good.
It's always a crapshoot.
Yeah, drop the camera down a little bit. Yeah, go on, keep going. Yeah, that's it. That looks good. Nice. Can see a bit more now. Yep, like that.
Great ad here.
Yeah.
Poof for Panic. by the great Bill Elder. Get all that detail. That's what Mad was known for. And over here, the new arrival. Ingalls again. All brushwork. Beautiful line work here. Cross hatching. No gray tone or zip screen. It's beautifully done.
You say when you say hi to the chat. Got a couple of new people.
We do. Hey.
Yeah.
Glad you're here, chat. Are any of y'all heads of HR?
No, we don't have HR. I sacked them all.
Is there a complaint?
Yeah, we have no use for HR.
Heard someone fart a little while ago. Is this the shits and giggles section? It kind of is, but my chair tends to squeak. Go ahead.
I think it's a bot.
Yeah, possibly.
No one starts off with a comment like that.
Who asks about HR? Eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I for one
in the Dead Sea and it released lampreys and things like tremors.
Okay.
Well, I for one welcome our robot overlords.
Hello.
To the chat.
Yeah. Hey, AIs.
Hey, Jenna.
Hey.
Jenna
he's
Gallagher.
unemployed. She's unemployed. Gina's unemployed.
Say hi, Piss. I run behind on these chats, Jenna.
That's please, not Piss.
Oh, please. Thought she was getting pissed. I'm unemployed.
I'm not surprised.
Just followed you. Thank you.
Just followed you.
Something going on here, guys.
Marv's in. Let him do the thing.
Marvy in the house.
It's always nice. It's always nice to have people in the chat.
Happy to see you.
Till they start trying to sell you timeshares.
There you go. More lettering.
A lot of weather as well.
Yeah, a lot of weather.
A lot of weather.
Woke up to a bunch of snow on the ground this morning.
Oh.
I was going to say I woke up to 3 inches this morning, but that wouldn't sound right. So.
Yeah, I see it.
And would be an exaggeration.
Well, I told you I've got 12 inches, but I don't use it as a rule.
There you go.
Do you know, somebody seriously needed to edit this text.
Yeah. They probably did.
I'll tell the writer to go and write a book.
Yeah, really. They probably did edit it right down.
Oof.
A little bit of rain.
Little bit of rain.
Yeah. It just a tad. Just a little bit. Just a tad.
A little bit of white out going on there.
Yeah.
He's got a definite look to his faces, hasn't he?
He does.
They're very bizarre looking.
Macabre,
yes.
Quite the master of that. Ingalls, that is. Get it? Novel. What? Looks like a novel. Yeah, it does. Some of these old 50s comics, you're telling a real tight story in 7 pages. And we're talking about a story that nowadays would take, like Marvel and DC, 4 issues to tell.
Yeah.
So.
With a lot of coffee and pizza.
And here it is in 7 pages. It's like those old Spirit sections, 7 pages all jammed in the story. So, and remember back then we didn't have TV or MTV either. So their attention span was a lot longer too. You had novels, you had newspapers, you had pulp magazines, and the theater and radio was pretty much your main sources of entertainment. 1954. They were just starting to get TVs out into everybody's homes. Look at that.
Yeah, nothing on either.
Yeah. Especially at night. Get an Indian head and a national anthem and then a test screen. Look at that. Hand, face. All lines here. Show the rain. This little shading work here. All brush.
That panel with the big window in on the right hand side there by your fingers now.
Right there.
It's a great panel.
Yeah. Isn't that great? Look at that stretched perspective.
Yeah, very noirish looking image.
This is there. Yeah, very much so. Well, this is right during that time, too, that all the noir films were in the theater, too, right?
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of really great hard-boiled detective stuff.
Yeah, by this point, there's been hard-boiled detective stories in magazines for 10, 20 years, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sam Spade's real big. Richard Chandler.
Raymond
Chandler. Thank you.
What, from
My
Friends?
grandparents didn't have TV either. And had 21 kids. Yep, there you go.
TV saved the planet.
It did. Right. Thanks for still being around. Dina says, was there ever an industry rivalry between Mickey Mouse and Betty Boop? Not that I'm aware of. The Fleischer Studio was in competition. The people who made Betty Boop were in competition with Disney. But the Fleischer Studios went out pretty early, I think late 40s, early 50s. They did all those great old Popeye cartoons and the Superman cartoons and all those Betty Boop cartoons.
Who came first? Was it Disney or Fleischer? Fleischer, I mean.
I think Disney did. More or less, because he was doing experimental film right after Winsor McKay did Gertie. And it took him a while to settle on Mickey Mouse. They were playing around with a bunch of other characters.
Yeah. Does anyone on the
Dope.
panel know who created Mickey Mouse?
It was, didn't it come from Disney's Mortimer Mouse?
Yeah.
It was Ib Iwerks. He was one of Disney's assistants.
Well, Disney's got a urban tale where he created him on a train.
Yeah.
Figured his voice out on a train, yeah.
Similar to A Day on the Golf Course, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Bob Kane. He had a story for every character that he quote unquote created.
That's what I'm saying, the golf course.
Yeah. Look at there. It's time for me to blow, kiddies. The vault keeper awaits with a delightful little tale from his collection. I'll be back later to feed you more foul fare from my cruddy cauldron. Oh, as for poor Mr. Lockwood, I wouldn't worry about him. He's really happy now. Seems he lost his mind. Too much hitting the bottle, I guess. The sucker. Well, I got to deliver some diapers to dear Mrs. Ackroyd. She uses old shrouds. Bye. Next is Indisposed by the great George Evans. More great work here.
And somebody scratched his name on the drawer.
Yeah. PBR in the house. You can see I recently learned the white gloves came from blackface. Actually, it's the minstrel shows in general. It's not just blackface, but yeah, if you look at Mickey Mouse, it's pretty obvious where they pulled him from. especially if you know those old minstrel burlesque shows. Came right from there. They used to wear those gloves in order to be seen in the audience from a distance. And the reason there was 3 marks on the back of the hand of the gloves is, for one, those old gloves used to have seams that ran up between the fingers. So you had 3 seams on the back of the gloves. But also they used those marks in order to denote the back of the hand for the animators. So they weren't constantly swapping the hand around and that thumb, which was a big problem back then. They'd all wear the same white gloves. So they put the 3 lines to note the back of the hand and the little thumb line on the front on the palm, the little palm line, in order to denote the front so that they could tell them apart. That's your animation lesson for the day.
You should write a book about this, Randy.
I used to teach cartooning after school. Used to love to explain that to the kids. But yeah, a lot of that is a lot of those older characters are derivative. Goofy's the same way. All pulled from the old minstrel shows. Nobody complains about Mickey being blackface, but it's just the way it is. Not enough people are triggered, I guess.
Because no one's told them to.
Yeah, that's it exactly.
Yeah, somebody brings it up, we'll do it.
Yep. Look at that eye. It's crazy. That's one big eye. You know, it really stands out for me in those 2 pages is the guy's shirt.
The Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah. It looks awesome. Almost natural in every scene. Look at that. With that pattern, that's all cross hatching here on in his shirt. I'm pretty sure there's no gray pattern in there at all.
So do you think he's cross-hatched it and then whited out the flowers?
Yeah. I bet he did. Now, he also outlined them here too. There, yeah, that's probably whited out there. If that's all cross-hatched. All pen line work. That's a little gray tone here for the shade on the last panel. Huh. That might be a gray tone up here too.
That panel there you were saying about the eye on the other side.
Yeah.
That's a real Ditko device, isn't it?
It is.
He does that kind of thing.
Real cinematic, you know. You see that in a lot of movies. This is Looney Tunes, yep. Says no one complains Disney is actually horror stories about real history. No one complains Disney is actually horror stories. Yeah. About real history. It's a gray screen here.
It's a rather large cranium, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's just got a receding hairline.
He doesn't have a 4 head. It looks more like a 5 or 6 head.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like the shot on the left-hand page, the middle row, the last panel. It kind of gives you a voyeur feel almost, like you're in the corner looking at these people.
Yeah, because you're underneath the ladder here. Yeah, another little gray slab of a Zipatone here. Or what is that? The hot water heater. That's what it looks like, or a refrigerator. Nice radio. Again, a little bit of white dot Zipatone back here to drop this back. Looks like. Yeah. Oh.
Oh dear.
We're staring at the crimson liquid and ground up red fresh slime that oozed in a continuous sickening stream from the kitchen faucet. Yeah, George, I used it. Good Lord, choke gag.
Look at the motion on that left hand page in
Yeah.
the car.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going for it, isn't he?
Back the car out of the garage, and Reed had waved goodbye and to everyone, and he'd driven her into town to catch the 6 p.m. train. Only on the way, he'd stopped and beat her head to a bloody pulp. No, Don Martin had done that. There'd be a whappity whap whap right there.
Whap, 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 whap.
Oh, well, directly under the house, the pump brings the water up through the pipe of the cellar floor into a pressure tank. That's what that must have been, the pressure tank. It's the clearest, freshest, best tasting well water you've ever drank. Here. Henry, come here for a minute. Henry, I feel terrible. I didn't know about the well. I thought the well water intake was the waste pipe. I attached the garbage disposal unit to it. You haven't used it yet, have you? What?
Oh, no.
I guess he has.
It's a horror plumbing error.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Good Lord, joke.
Plumbers from hell.
Oh dear.
There's actually been serial killers that have been caught that way. Dennis Nielsen, I think, was caught that way. The pipes burst or something, and they found body like blood and stuff in it. It's like, hey, where did this come from?
No, they found a load of that's awful. He chopped people up and he dropped the flesh down the drain. And that's what it was. A big
when plumbers go bad too.
Viscera. Yeah.
On this week's show.
That forehead on that girl reminds me of the big head forehead of Lois Lane from a couple of shows back. Oh yeah.
You see what he said earlier on? He got the picture.
It's kind of how I feel about the screen.
See what?
You got the picture.
Which picture?
On a side note, I finally got my photos of the old witch from PBR.
Oh, here you go. On a side note, got my photos from the old witch. Who knew it was all a costume mash and makeup, and underneath it all was a scantily clad Asian chick in a bikini. There you go.
Go on.
Yeah. Pictures or it didn't happen. Yeah.
I'm gonna need evidence of this, sir.
That forehead girl reminds me of. Yep. Dang. Gina says. PBR says, and no, I can't type. I keep fat thumbing it on my phone. I know how that goes. Boy, do I know how that goes. Plumbers crack kills. Yeah.
Yeah.
This says, hey, so Henry the Drip poured out a confession to the boys unexpectedly, eh, kiddies? Well, I might call this a hack. yarn.
Mhm.
I might even say I had to fuss it, but I
Oh,
won't. I had to fuss it, but I won't. Puns like that can be a drain on your
Hmm.
patience. I'll just say it was a Yelp yarn with everything in it, plus the kitchen sink. Well, I'll turn you back to the old witch now for more of her garbage. And then CK will wind up the rag. Bye. Bye.
bye.
For a fee, I'll share the photos, PBR says. Yep. They dropped those ads.
Oh, it's
They're
pulsing
thumping
again. Ugh. He's-
There we go.
Uh.
Do people laugh at you for reading comic books? Great Jack Davis illustration there.
Yeah.
So they're all happy around this guy here who's reading Mad. There you go. Do you hear people faintly snickering behind your back as you ride the train to school or work? Examine the situation. Have you forgotten your pants? Is the comic book you are reading one of the kind with the loud, garish covers? No wonder people laugh. Do you want to look like an idiot reading comic books all your life? If you don't, then listen to this. Mad Comic Book has a new cover design that makes it look like high-class literature. Buy the latest issue of Mad, then you can look like an idiot reading high-class literature. Buy Mad at your local newsstand or subscribe. Old Witch's Niche. And Out Cold by Mr. Jack Kamen, it looks like. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm sure she's given me the eye. This is what might have been if Ralph hadn't gone out cold. Yeah. Beautiful.
She must have
doll.
eyes in the back of her head.
Perfect doll. Yeah. She's stalling purposely, waiting for me.
Seems like one of those guys that like a woman like says hey to him in the morning and oh she likes me.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Fawcett. I still remember that great Farrah Fawcett poster. I love red. PBR. Not PBR. Who is that?
Marv.
Marv says, yeah, Marv. Oh, yeah.
I never got the Farrah Fawcett thing. I don't go for blondes.
She didn't do it for me either.
I like the other two.
Yeah, so did I.
And Linda Carter.
Kate Jackson. Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Linda Carter. Yeah.
Linda
She was
Carter.
beautiful.
Still beautiful.
I liked. Oh, what's her face from Doctor
Elizabeth Sladen.
Who? Yeah.
She
I
was
think that's probably my first crush. That and Linda Carter.
Yeah.
My first crush was Carmen Electra.
Oh,
There you go.
I think
whole different age.
I think my first crush, I can't really remember now, but I think it was Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that.
Okay. Oh, that's a bit sharper. Yeah. Lovely inks. Look at that. Is the two of them in the car. That's great.
That's unusual, isn't it? The witches appeared at the top left in the middle of the story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is unusual. Probably helping the exposition along. Oh, she kicks a cat.
Oh, no. I'd kick her.
Keep away from him, you treacherous black hellion. Wilma.
I'd give her a medal for that.
Meow. Can't kick cats.
Can't kick cats.
Can.
I mean, you can kick kids all day long, but no, not a cat. Just walk up and kick toddlers. Ooh.
Drop kick them over a wall. Hey.
A little bit of zip here, a little bit of really thin line work here.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah, fantastic mix.
Oh, what's he got? What's he got there? Is she down in the garden? What's going on?
He's rolling around the grass in
Yeah.
his suit with his tie on.
Suits
like,
you, sir.
Like you do, yeah.
She like it, sir. In the garden, sir.
My father is dead, and my mother, I hate her with all my heart and soul, with every ounce of strength in my boot. I hate her. Guess she doesn't like her mom.
No.
Doesn't like anything. Cats, her mom.
Yeah.
She looks a bit like Janet Leigh.
Yeah.
5:20. Say I'd better get going. Wilma will be home from work soon, and I don't think she'd like my seeing you behind her back. Oh, poppycock, young man, I insist that you stay for dinner. Let me pour you some of this wine. Oh, hello, Wilma. I feel sleepy. You did it again, you wretch. You tricked me again. I did no such thing. He came on his own accord. You put some of that stuff in his wine. That stuff, as you call it, is my best potion. And he would have realized that he could no longer move, that he was paralyzed. He would be able to do nothing but watch the marrow-chilling change come over Mother Doone. No, you witch, no, I won't let you have him. Not this one. Don't be an idiot, Wilma. How many opportunities do we have to get fresh meat? You and my cats.
Yum,
Fresh
yum.
meat. You and my cats.
Meow.
Did you think my cats like the stinking, rotting, dead meat you drag home from your grave digging, you ghoul? Shut up! Shut up!
Norman. Oh dear. Oh no.
Please not this time. I wanted him for a husband. Woman needs a man, even if she is a ghoul. You got the others. Leave this one. I'll bring the cat's meat. It's too late, you fool. He knows now. How could you expect him to love you now? Well, look at you. One look at you. Look at you and he won't see your beauty anymore. He'll see you scratching at graves, digging down into the rotted coffins with their moldy, putrescent corpses and tearing at their flesh. She's right, Ralph. She is, and I'm no good anymore. It's no good anymore. I tried to hide it from you. I tried. No, he says. Yeah.
I don't get this. There's an end, and then there's the other end, like two endings. I don't understand what's. So they chopped him up to eat him. Is that right?
Yeah.
In that story, and then there's another. And why is he leaving?
Yeah. So it's an alternative ending. The old witch says, as I said, kiddies, I could have told you that story, but actually, you see, that's not what happened. That's what would have happened to Ralph if he didn't. Well, let's go back. You remember he was in the office alone with Wilma, walking towards the file cabinets and was stalling and giving him the eye, inviting him to a horrible fate. Well, Ralph was lucky, kiddies, very lucky. He was so absorbed in Wilma's exciting beauty, he didn't see where he was going. I'll offer to drive her home, ask her on a date, and whoops, yeah. And she says the stupid expletive.
Who falls out of a window like that?
Says he missed the file cabinet and went out the open window,
What was
plunging
he doing?
20 stories to the street below to a very easy death.
She's
That
right.
says-
He deserves to die.
It says the other end. Yeah.
Take that stupid out of the gene pool, please.
Yeah. Devil flyer in the house. What?
No, I
Saboteur
think they're saying
Comics?
good morning
Let's
to
see
Devil
here.
Flyer.
Morning, Devil Flyers. He had to fly. Frank Ferret says, yep. Yeah. Now for the great Jack Davis.
Well,
Lighting
technically, he
his
is
light.
head over heels.
He is. Now he is.
Head under heels.
Yep. The light in his life. That great Jack Davis. Crypt keeper there. This must have been a couple of easier pages with all that lettering. It's a nice little bent. It's got him at an angle here just to keep things interesting.
Still the best Jack Davis, isn't he?
Yeah.
Look at all that ink.
What about that? The whale oil you burn in that lamp just to read some stupid books. That's good, rich food of whale oil, and you're wasting it. Don't you even touch that oil. Never. That's for me to read by, understand? I guess they're looking for something to eat. So he had to fly. Yes, looks all line work here. Line and brush work.
Yeah, so much detail.
Heavy spotted blacks, yeah.
It's amazing he has so much detail in his artwork, but he was also like the quickest artist they had.
Yeah. I could see that considering how prolific he was in his commercial work. Just done crazy stuff. Dirty, fat, overstuffed slob. Eating my candles.
I think a big check's a good motivation as well.
Yeah. Yeah. He's eating everything. Leave it. You ate all the others. Dozens of them. Leave me the last one. Please, please. I'm hungry.
Got a cigar.
I think those are his candles.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
There's only one candle left. She screamed at her. Oh, it's a girl? It says
Yes.
screamed at her.
You assuming her gender?
I guess so. I didn't read all the story. Yeah, Miranda. He's yelling for Miranda, so she just must have short hair.
He wants arresting.
Yeah.
Great falls in the clothes.
She can't eat wood, thanks heavens, my eyes, Lord. These secured furs or uncured furs. Scrape off the excess animal fat, boil it down, turn it in the lamp. Phew, that smell. I'll be able to read my books again without going blind. Tomorrow I'll render the fat, boil it down in the iron pot. Good animal grease to burn, to read by. But in the morning, when I looked into the can that should have held the scraps of animal fat that I'd painfully collected bit by bit, empty. Miranda, did you? She sat there, grinning, wiping the last of the plate, licking her stubby little greasy fingers, and mocking me. Did I what, Jake? Did I eat your animal fat shavings? Well, of course, you fool. Kind of rancid, but I didn't mind. I was hungry. Yep, so he goes crazy. I looked at her, and yet I didn't see her. I saw my last chance slipping away. I felt my eyes smart and tear, even in anticipation of reading by firelight again. I felt my headache return, throbbing, and Miranda swam before me like a big, fat rubber balloon swinging in the wind. Jake, what is it, Jake? Jake. This is Jake. Barrow paused. He shrugged and sighed. He was still staring fixedly at the missing dancing flame of the lamp, or at the hissing dancing flame of the lamp. Then he went on. So, that's the story, son. That'll give you an idea of what Alaskan winter can do to a man and wife snowbound together. But Jake, you didn't tell me what happened to Miranda. Well, we can all guess what happened to Miranda. He looked at his guest and smiled. Send your wife back to home, son. Get in a good supply of books. Nothing like curling up with a good book and an oil lamp on dark, wintry, snowed-in nights. The oil lamp. I thought you said Miranda drank up the whale order and those tallow candles. Where did you set those? Said beside Jake on the table, the oil lamp flickered. Jake glanced at its flame and back to Ned. And once more, that secret little smile tugged at his mouth. Choke. She lit up his life. Of course, all you fiends have guessed Jake Barrow's charming secret. Yep, he finally got so boiled up over his wife, she was boiled up, period. And a fat chance she had, too. She couldn't run away. The only running she did was from the big iron pot into Jake's whale oil keg. You might say Miranda was finally the light of Jake's life. Well, we'll all see you next in my mag, Tales from the Crypt. Bye now. It's been cooked and eaten.
There was a lot of cannibalism in that issue, wasn't there?
Yeah. And bad plumbing.
Terrible. They should invent a code to stop it all.
Yeah. Issue 26, another Graham Ingalls cover.
Look at that. Yeah, he does draw odd faces, doesn't he?
Yeah. Look at that. It's really ghoulish. She's handing him his slippers. Oh. Through the fireplace. Camera is. There's the pot. Out of the fireplace.
The guy looks less afraid and more just annoyed.
Yeah.
Has that ghoul got a ribbon in her hair?
Yeah, she does. Are you a red dupe? The group most anxious to destroy comics are the communists. Don't forget that, kiddies. Truer words have never been spoken. Another great Graham Ingalls story, Marriage Vow. Look at that. It's all negative space here. Kelly Jones, Sam Keith, eat your heart out. Look at this. It's fantastic. The line work here. Just beautiful. That must be the fit into the cover.
Face in the centre panel. Like he's
Yeah.
been run over. Looks like he's been run over by a tank.
I choke. I still love you, Eva. Gag. And I'm a vision of loveliness. Tell me that. Say it. You're a vision of loveliness, Eva. You say the nicest things. Martin, darling, now kiss me. Choke.
She says, "Do you love me?" And he says, "Either I do or either I don't."
Yeah, that's nice, dear. No escape, trapped. I'll till death do us part. If only this hadn't happened. If only we were still the same. If only she was still the same lovely girl I first met. And then we explain it. So young and fresh, Eva. Fresh as dew-laden flowers, trembling in the morning sun. You're so sweet, Martin. Yes, Martin, remember. Enchanting young Eva 7 years ago, enchanting for both her beauty and her wealth. She fell for your smooth lines, didn't she? She fell for your husky murmurs of love, your practiced charm. Darling, I do love you. I love you more than anything on this earth. And I love you more than life, Eva, more than life itself. Yeah. So the priest goes, do you, Martin, take Saunders? Do you, Martin Saunders, take this woman? And he goes, I do, this woman and her money. Morning, Mr. Saunders, going for a ride. George, let's see. The Jaguar for the caddy. Can't decide. Oh, look at this. This is all line work here. That whole gray pattern is not nothing but lines. Same with back here. To show the brick wall.
Yeah, I can never, looking at this stuff, I can never make my mind up whether he put the ink business out of business because he bought it all, or because he kept it in business because he kept buying it.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Is that a wash on that eye on the last page?
Here?
Yeah.
This looks like duo shade.
Right.
A little piece of it painted in. here as well. Must have been this whole bottom section. Was
Right.
probably doing because he put a little bit of it here. You can see the paint not quite covering everything right there.
Yeah.
And up here as well.
You know, when you said Gaines sold these stories off,
Yeah.
did he sell the Mad stuff as well?
Yeah. The first 24, I think, the comic book Mad material was all auctioned off at once.
So that was all Mort Drucker and all that kind of stuff.
No, that was before Drucker come in.
Right. So where's all that? Do you know?
I have no idea. I don't know if he probably returned it at that point. That was the 60s. They were starting to figure out that this stuff was worth something. I'm not sure what he did with all of that artwork. It's a good question, though, because I can't say I've ever seen any of it up for auction. Now that you mention it, any of the old Mad material?
Yeah.
I do know the comic book stuff went up for auction. Like I've said before, I saw the Frank N. Stein story that Bill Elder did up on Antiques Roadshow. The guy was giving it values. He was marveling over it and talking about what it was.
This work reminds me of Gene Colan because it's very loose, you know.
Gene's doing commercial work and starting to break into comics at this point.
Yeah. Was it 1952-3 this?
I think this is 4.
54.
1954. So right before the end, we've only got 2 issues after this, and then it's discontinued.
Right before the code.
Yep.
So
right as the code came in.
Yeah. So the code brought all this stuff to an end.
Yes.
Right. So it did its job.
Yeah. Did what the distributors meant for it to do. Got rid of the million selling books. Yeah.
So because of the code, the distributors wouldn't distribute it. Is that right?
Yeah. They wouldn't put it on the spiral racks unless it had the code authority stamp or it was a Dell comic.
Right. So the code stopped the distribution, so the publisher stopped producing.
Yep.
Because it wasn't going anywhere.
Yep. Gaines instead started doing. He tried some new trend titles for a little bit. Piracy, Headline or Deadline. No, Headline, I think it was called. They've got them listed here. Piracy, Valor, Extra, Aces High, Impact, MD, and Psychoanalysis. He tried to do those under the Comic Code Authority and kept butting heads with the code because the code didn't want him in business. So they kept arguing with him every chance they had.
So when these pages,
little point.
So let's take this story as an example. So this, well, maybe not this one because this appeared before the code. So when the code came into power, so to speak, did Gaines then have to send the finished pages to them to look at?
Yes.
And approve. And did they have the power to send the artwork back and say, you can't show that, you'll have to have it redrawn?
Yes, and they did it all the time.
So they became sort of the editors of the books.
Very much so, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm just going to say that, so that means that when Gaines, for example, gave Jack Davis a script, Jack Davis would draw it up and send it back to Gaines, and then Gaines would publish it. But after the code, he had to then send it to the code.
Yes.
Which would delay another few weeks.
Probably not that long because the code was based in New York. All the big publishers were already there.
Yeah. So the office was probably above theirs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well,
But go ahead, Mitch.
Well, there's that famous case that kind of got EC out of comics because they were having a dispute with the comics code because they had a science fiction magazine. And I think it wasn't Joe Orlando illustrated it, I think, but there's a sci-fi story where an astronaut is visiting this planet of robots to see if they can join this galactic council or whatever. And he finds out that they persecute the orange and blue robots. You know, that I think the orange robots are considered second class citizens. It was a metaphor for racism.
Yeah.
And at the end of the story, the astronaut takes off his helmet and he's a black man. And the code flipped out over that. They said, "Oh, you cannot have this. This is wrong." All this crap. And then, Gage just, said, "F you," and just stopped doing comics at that moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Started doing magazines, and when those didn't fly, he settled on Mad.
Well, they published it.
Yeah.
I believe they published it with a Caucasian drawn in.
So they did change it. So they did change it then.
Yeah, they had to change it for the code in order to get it
saving the kids from the ills of comics, one racist at a time.
Yeah.
But didn't Stan Lee ignore the code later when he did the drug Spider-Man episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good 15 years later.
Yeah, it was the late 60s, wasn't it? And it was
eventually they just chucked it in the toilet, didn't they?
Yeah, it wasn't Harry Osborn on drugs or something, and they want to be
and they kept wearing away on the edges of the code, and the code became pretty liquid. And they were pretty fed up with it by that point.
Yeah, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the Nixon administration come to Stan Lee wanting him to do that story?
Yeah, they wanted him to do a anti-drug story. Yeah,
they used that as leverage to get it on the shelf without the code.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think not too long after that, they did the Green Lantern, Green Arrow, where they showed Speedy to be a junkie and had him shooting up on the cover. And I believe that covered, or that took a code stamp because they decided to back down on the idea that some drugs are good, some drugs are evil. So as long as they showed the evil drugs in an evil light, they kind of okayed it.
Was that a Neil Adams cover?
Pardon?
Was that a Neil Adams cover?
Yeah.
And was it Gil Kane on Spider-Man?
Yeah. I believe he was at that point.
Go ahead, Mitch, you were going to say.
Oh, no, I was just saying, it was Neil Adams' cover. You're correct.
Look at that. All those drapes on that top panel.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You don't see these pages broken down to 2 tiers very often. Look at that.
No. Wow.
Kind of amazing.
So has she come back from the dead? She hasn't.
Yeah. She's come back to take care of him. Yeah.
Oh,
till death do us part, Martin. Remember, we both promised. That means till both of us die, not just one. So you see, I can't leave you. Not yet. Now come to bed. Oh, Lord, joke.
Oh, dear. The shadow knows.
Shadow knows. George Evans again.
Put the lighting on that, to the back of that. And the other side, where the...
Yeah, here too, yeah. Look at the variance of line weights on his inking here. That's what's so cool. He's able to drop stuff back, pull things forward, use a solid here to really draw your attention in. Very nice. This looks like Johnny Craig here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Reed Crandall. signed Crandall. I thought it was George Evans. I get the two of their inking styles mixed up. It's Reed Crandall.
Reed Crandall, the guy with the head in his hand on the cover. That famous cover.
You're thinking Johnny Craig.
Johnny Craig, that's it, Johnny Craig.
Yep. His style is more like the old witch here.
Yeah.
That's probably Johnny Craig there.
Yeah.
Pasted in. Crandall's come in a couple of times in the last few issues. He's went on to do some really big book illustration work. Did a lot of, I think, shock suspense stories for EC. Knocks out his sleeping wife, homemade scaffolding, the kitchen stool, crudely made hangman's knot tied to the cellar beam, and carrying his wife's unconscious form down, standing her on the stool and slipping her neck into the noose, kicking the stool away, watching her come to in the last instant before she'd strangled to death, kicking, struggling, her bulging eyes staring. And finally, before the mad dash back, the suicide note placed conveniently where it would be found. Right on schedule, he says. What a nice guy. So now he's plagued by her shadow, because the shadow knows.
Fantastic.
Her shadow again.
That top right panel where the girl is that cross-hatched? On the far side? No, the other side. The other side on the top
right hand. Yeah.
Here.
Is that cross-hatched?
That's a little bit of white dot screen over top of a solid silhouette there in order to try to pop her out a little bit, make her look a little less solid than the blacks back here.
Yeah.
But that's what that is. I must have been really a mess last night, thinking I saw Mabel's shadow. Well, I'm all right now. And hello, Sandra, honey, I'm back. When can I see you? I'll beg off Mother's Women's Club and come to your room at 8. And don't forget, I proposed and you owe me an answer. It's only 7:30. I'll surprise Eric early. There's his window, 5th floor, and his shadow dressing for gasp. That's not Eric's shadow. It's a woman's. I'm early, and oh, the deceitful cheat, the 2-timing sob. Yeah.
He looks a bit like Clark Gable, doesn't he, on that telephone?
Yeah, he does.
Have you noticed how the girl's pose is the same? The shadow's pose is the same with the hip.
Yeah. Yeah. So where did I leave off up here? He had to fly. My goodness. She became enlightened. The kind of stories that eat at you. Yeah. Got to run and get the kiddos up. Take care. Frank Ferret, Tank Ferret, like, share. Yes, please. The Ninja in the house. Yo, nice to see you, the Ninja. I love the panel on the right side with the women's back in black. The story you're talking about The Black Astronaut is called Judgment Day. Yep. I have it. The great Joe Orlando comic. There we are. Yep. Joe drew it. Yep, the shadow spooks off all of his women. Mabel? Satisfied. I've lost Andrea. What more do you want? Oh, killed her. Eric knelt in the defeated street, tying his loosened shoelace. The distant street lamp cast his shadow high up on the warehouse wall. Across the corner, suddenly, an ear-splitting scream reverberated through the night. What the? He gets there in time to see.
Good Lord.
Cap pounding his lonesome beat, listened horrified. He saw the shadow. Yeah. I saw it, you strangling her. Your shadows were a mile high. On that, I didn't strangle anyone. It's Mabel. She's trying to punish me. It's her shadow. Look, if I killed somebody, where's the body? No. It's Sandra. Better come along, mister. Pegged him for the murder. The trial was short. Eric's ridiculous defense about Mabel's shadow was torn to pieces. He was executed soon after and buried on the graveside, in the grave beside Mabel's. Only then did a woman's shadow turn and with silent satisfaction slip back into the earth to its final rest. The end. And that's my shady tale for this issue of the Old Hags Mag, kiddies. So next time you get that creepy feeling like you're not being sure, make sure you're not being shadowed. And now I'll cast you out of the vault and back to the old witch for another of her slop servings. I've enjoyed having you with me. As the Firefly said when he backed into the electric fan, I've been delighted. Bye now. Did you get it? No. Delighted. Black. Story about talking about Black's Judgment Day. Yep, this is I Have It. Great Orlando comic. Here we go. Great Jack Davis ad piece here.
Look at that.
Now, if you join, you get the bulletin for free. Name and address is listed in the EC Addict Fan Addict Club bulletin. You got back issues? He's asking. Yes, fans, you too can be lucky like Melvin here. You too can complete your collection of ECs. You too can join the EC Fan Addict Club and receive your membership kit, which includes a full color 7.5 by 10.5 illuminated certificate, a sturdy wallet identification card, a snazzy embroidered shoulder patch, and a stunning antique bronze finish bas relief pin. Plus, a free subscription to the EC Fan Addict Club bulletin. How can you pass that up? Then there's letters page and then spoiled. Here's a witch, here's a switch, a terror tale of a love that was spoiled.
That guy looks like the guy in the previous story.
Yeah.
At the top there. John, oh Lord.
It's who is that? It's not Crandall, is it?
Damn it, Janet.
No, this is Cayman, Jack Cayman.
Look at the confidence to do the back of that settee, you know, all that black.
Yeah.
And that lamp.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
Just great, huh? Look at that tree.
That lamp is great. I mean, it's just the depth in that panel.
Yeah. He's set there for the depth. Right in front in the foreground. All the other trim work and stuff, just beautiful. Here too. Didn't have to put that molding in, but he did. He's got an arched window there. Nice work. And this is a shrink down from this panel. Look at how great that is. There's some great use of Zipatone here.
Look at the folds on that last panel there on that page. Just below there. Look at that.
Isn't that great? Look at that.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Just brushwork down here. All this other line work. This is line work back here as well. Cross hatching. I think. No, might be wrong. Nope, I'm wrong. That's the same pattern as that. It's a zip screen. Same with that. Using it a lot here. It's nice. Call back to the first page here.
Yeah.
In here. Wonder if that lamp comes into play.
Chekhov's lamp, maybe?
I don't know. He's been focusing on it quite heavily. This is dropped back here.
Gonna whack her over the head with it.
Could be. It's got a new anesthetic. Fast, sure, and effective. Just like any of the drug ads of the day.
Oh no, is he killing her?
Knocked him out at least.
New anesthetic. Oh, what's he doing?
Oh, he swapped their heads.
Oh my god.
Another day and
John.
we'll be ready.
Janet, my god. Oh dear.
Serves them right.
Hee. Now there's a switcheroo, creeps. Now there's a switcheroo, creeps? They sure lost their heads over each other. Those two, at least. Dog Grover made sure of it. Where's Dr. Grover these nights, you ask? He's at large. He's mad, you know, stark raving. Goes around painting mustaches on ladies' faces and subway posters. As for Janet and Leon, well, who knows? And talking about nose, I'll sign off like a famous big-nosed comedian. Good night, Miss Jorgensen, whichever you are.
That's
She's
Leon.
saying, "Oh my God, we've swapped heads." And Leon, stop playing with your chest.
Yeah.
Janet, stop. I lost it.
Yeah, behave now, behave.
Janet wouldn't do that. It's a bloke.
Janet, stop windmilling.
Stop windmilling.
Helicopter. Yeah. Another great Jack Davis story, Comes the Dawn. Hand letter here, beautifully done. The great Jack Davis. Look at that wind.
Look at the wind in the hair of the whatever that is.
Yeah.
The bloke.
Ghoul.
No,
Ghoul.
the ghoul. The ghoul.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's lovely. So I'm always impressed with that kind of ink work. So there's all that fine ink work in the hair and the detail of the face, and then this like blocky black around it. I just love that. I love the comparison between the two.
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln here. Special guest appearance.
Dracula Hunter.
Yeah. Vampire Hunter.
Vampire Hunter.
Same thing.
Yeah, they're all the same. Can't trust them. Bloody vampires.
Clouds around the flash.
Yeah, they'll suck you dry.
Can never be handy enough with them sound effects. There we go. Vampire, are you kidding me? Kalak.
I think this is the one where they're in Alaska and it's night for like a month or 2 months or something.
Yeah, I swear they got 28 days a night.
Yeah, 28. That's what I was thinking.
30 days a night.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
30 days of night.
Yeah.
it's a month.
28.
month.
I just mixed up my horror movies.
Just over 4 weeks of. Just over 4 weeks later.
Yeah. Shows you how much I pay attention to modern horror.
Oh, look. Is that. Oh, right. I thought that was his arm for a minute. He's just picking up some sticks.
Yeah. Oh, he did get his arm here. Oh, no, he didn't. It looked like it. Look. It's the vampire. Yeah. That's where they got it all right. Who wrote that? Steve
Niles.
Niles. Yeah, there you go.
And illustrated by Ben Templesmith.
Mm. Hey. Listen, nerving.
That looks like Abe, doesn't it, on that second page in the middle?
Here,
No, the top.
right there. Yeah. I was just marveling at all of the explaining that's going on here. Just a slab of lettering. Good Lord, I forgot the most important thing. I stay here. I'll starve to death. There isn't a drop of food in the place, and I can't make it back to the Eskimo village. The vampires out there waiting for me. What choice have I got? That thing's going to keep waiting, because dawn up here at this latitude this time of year doesn't come for another sob week. Yep, he is trapped. Hey, well, kiddies, that's my cool tale for this issue. The old bag's rag. What would you have done if you were in Jack Bolton's place? Stay and starve, or go out and feed a starving vampire? I think about it for a few minutes. Finished? Feel sick? Well, you can heave if you want. In fact, it's time to close. What is it? CW's Putrid Periodical. OW, Old Witches, Putrid Periodical. Well, I'll see you next in my mag, Tales from the Crypt. In the meanwhile, a bit of advice. If you haven't joined the EC Addict Fan Addict Club, well, bye. Bye.
You get a picture of me in a bikini.
Yeah. And we'll pick up next week with the last 2 issues of Haunt of Fear.
Yeah.
27 and 28. Look at that.
Cool.
Robert.
Look at that work there. Wow.
Fantastic.
You can see why they had to stop this. It's just too good.
Yeah,
Just too good.
We
Can't
that's
have
it
too-
exactly.
Can't have too much of a good thing. No.
Yeah.
Can't have peace and order.
Can't be entertained properly.
Yeah. Haunt of Fear 27, 28 next week. Folks, we've been looking at the pardon me, the hardback editions of the Russ Cockrum reprints of the those great EC comics put together in beautiful hardbound sets in black and white. Can't recommend them to you highly enough if you can find them at a show. They're definitely worth whatever anybody is asking for them.
Yeah, most comic book stores have them. Have like collections of them, either like the full on collections or the back issues. You can usually find them pretty affordable.
Yeah, most of your better stores. If you get a chance to find these Russ Cockrum reprints, though,
Yeah.
and you're into comics at all, you really need to pick them up. They are just phenomenal.
Now, original
Best of the best.
first printings back in the 50s will land you a pretty penny, but there's a lot of reprints and stuff that are pretty cheap.
Yeah, and good luck trying to find any of them raw in the field that aren't already slabbed, because they're that rare. So, yep. Haunt of Fear, folks. EC Comics, 1954. Great stuff. One more episode next Sunday. We'll wrap up the entire run. We've been doing this since October, enjoying this great run of comics. Hope you have too. We are archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel as well. Please go back there and enjoy. The majority of our viewership comes after the fact anyway. And we've been doing this for a couple of years now. So there's a wide variety of work out there that we've talked about, looked over. We hope you'll give our back issue podcasts a chance and go through those as well. If there's anything out there that you want to see us cover and talk about, please leave us a comment. Leave us a comment anyway about the show. Any type of interaction you have with this program just goes to help our algorithms, helps us get seen out there in front of more people that might actually enjoy this program. And if you know anybody who might enjoy this program, please tell them about it. Make sure that they know that we're here. We're here twice a week, Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. for the Sunday Funnies. And we also do Comics by Night, which is Friday mornings at 5 a.m. And this Friday, we'll be looking at something. I'm not sure exactly what it is yet, but we'll definitely be looking at something. And the next Sunday, we'll be covering the end of the Haunt of Fear. All right. And again, folks, thank you so much for stopping by. Mitch, please tell folks how they can find you.
Well, you can find me at Linktree/Celtic Cross Studios. You can find my comics online at both Global Comics and Tapas, where I'm going through the original Boger miniseries, and like I said earlier, doing kind of a director's cut version. And when it's all done, it'll be collected into one volume with extra material. I just, if you like anthology style horror like we just looked at, I got an issue of the Flesh and Blood collection up on Global Comics, so check that out. More to come, and that's it.
Nice.
All right. Russ, please tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at russleach.com. Check out the Atlantean now issue. I haven't got the issue with me. Issue 3 is on Amazon right now, Barnes and Noble, over at Critical Blast. You can find them there. Issue 4 is currently being drawn at the moment. So if you want to find out more about Cull and Brawl's adventures in the Atlantean magazine, go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list.
Please do. Glenn, please tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me all over the place. I've got over 1 million words in print. I'm on Amazon. I've got 12 books up there. You can find me on Fund My Comic with Hatch, and you can find me on Amazon with my magazines as well. So just put my name in Google, and you will find me somewhere.
Excellent. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find me on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Just look for me. If you want to talk to me directly, you can find me on Facebook. Our campaigns are always run through fundmycomic.com. I think the next Atlantean campaign is roughly scheduled for the end of February, depending upon how the production goes on that issue. As soon as it's done, we will be running that campaign so that we can get it to you in a timely manner. Deeply appreciate everybody being here. Hey, comics make great gifts, especially for the holidays. Go out there and share your favorite comic. There's so much drama and negativity, trolling going on in these antisocial platforms that needs a little bit of light, and comics definitely need as much love as it can get its hands on. You find some great comics, some great comic art out there. If you go over to my Facebook page, I've been sharing a lot of Mobius lately because there's been a lot of great Mobius pieces pop up. As of late, a couple of their sites have been spreading the word pretty good. So there's so much great material out there, folks, from all over the world. That's what we like to look at, from all different time periods, even though it seems like lately we've been stuck in the 50s, but that's where some of the great stuff is back during that period. We'll be stretching out a little farther as the year goes on. Next year especially, expect some hopefully we'll get some Gilbert Shelton out there, some Vaughn Baudet finally going, maybe a little bit more Toth. We've still got Kirby's Fourth World greatness to look through. All sorts of fantastic stuff coming up, folks. And we'll see you then. And make sure you take a look, like I said, at our archives, because we've already looked at a ton of really phenomenal work. So, but there's just so much out there. We're just going to keep doing this until we can't. We love doing this. We're inspired by it. We are better artists and creators because of it. And we encourage you to do the same and to join with us on these little journeys. And we hope that it has the same effect for you as it has for us. We don't ask you for super chats. We are not funded in any way. I don't think any of our channels that we're on are monetized, but we do ask, if you enjoy this work, if you enjoy the program that we do, that you look up our work, and hopefully you'll enjoy that just as much as well. Please do that. And we are readily available.
$15, oversize, 50 plus pages. You're going to love it.
Each volume's a self-contained story, at least 50 pages of story in there. Very self-contained. Issue 4 will have almost three separate stories to it. Definitely two. The little short story of Lethal that's already done looks beautiful.
Yeah. There's a few people that have been keen on that, actually. They want Lethal back in the book. So, yeah, good.
Good to know. Yep, she'll be around. Again, folks, thanks again for stopping by. We'll see you soon. Have a great week. Take care of yourselves. It's December. Be careful out there. It's snowing up where I'm at. We've got a couple inches on the ground this morning, so everybody's sliding sideways. It's the first big snowstorm of the season, so everybody's an idiot on the road.
People slide sideways here without the snow.
Yeah, that's true too. Be especially careful out there, folks. We'll see you soon. See you on the next one. In the meantime, go visit your local retailer when you can and help them keep their lights on. Remember, this is towards the end of their calendar year, and they can really use your patronage right now. So go out there and visit your local retailer, help them keep their lights on. buy some great comics and let them know what you're into, your local retailer, so that they can help you out as much as they can. Again, everyone, see you on the next one. Take care.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.
Sayonara.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
No.
In the time before Atlantis sank, when the lands of this world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny, seizing his place as a king. After defending his throne and learning the devastating truth of the Serpent Kingdom and its deadly cults, King Kull in his right hand ruled the Spear Slayer, make a solemn vow to hunt down and destroy the hidden empire of these serpent demons. These are the tales of those journeys. This is the Atlantean. Tales inspired by the brilliance of Robert E. Howard, featuring his first barbarian characters as introduced in the pages of his classic tale, The Shadow Kingdom. Each volume contains beautifully painted covers and around 50 pages of original black and white art and story, featuring classic sword and sorcery adventures you don't want to miss. Join us on these epic adventures and sign up now for news with the email list at russleach.com. Bring your axe and prepare for battle.
Hi y'all, it's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is marinara. How fast do you think that car get up to? About 120 marinara?
How can he close me up? On what ground? I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here. You're winning, sir. Oh, thank you very much. Everybody out at once.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.